On 5th of January, violence broke out at Jawaharlal Nehru University after a few masked people attacked the students and the teachers and also damaged the property on the campus. At least 18 students were severely injured and they were rushed to the hospital. Hundreds of other students, activists and such people gathered at town hall here in Bengaluru city and protested against the violence that erupted in JNU. Take a look.
Just when the protests against CAA and NRC were gathering steam, Bengaluru has now seen protests against the attack on JNU students in Delhi. And right now, as you can see, students from all across the city have gathered in front of town hall for a day-long protest against the atrocities, against the attack on JNU students. So you have these students coming in from all across the city, students, activists, everyone who's come here standing in solidarity with JNU students. They're holding placards.
Students up in arms against government. Scores of protesters chanted slogans condemning the violence against the JNU students by protesting in front of town hall. Masked men backed by politicians, say protesters. Protesters also question how dozens of masked men wielding sticks and iron rods attack students and teachers and who let them in.
Look at it, JNU has been attacked time and time again in one way or the other. So you look at it, yesterday what happened, it was pretty... you look at the three gates, there are three gates surrounding JNU, and in all the gates there are supposed to be police. There are protests going on from many days regarding CAA, NRC, fee hike. So when there are police, how do you think it's possible to enter with weapons? I see one guy holding a hammer, one guy holding an iron rod. If the police does not support it, what do you call it? If the police support it, that's what is state terrorism for me.
Social activist Kavita Reddy too expressed solidarity and condemned the act. She further added that a few miscreants are purposefully trying to disrupt peaceful academic atmosphere in the campus and such kind of activities shouldn't be entertained.
In my college days, I was part of the Students' Union, and we have seen how we used to protest and on many issues, irrespective of which government was in power. So the issue of the JNU started with the issues related to the students, but today the way the government has behaved, literally terrorizing the campus, I think that is not acceptable by any standards. I was also a student, so I come from the same background. I feel for the same issues, and I have many friends who studied in JNU. So the issues have always been the same, fighting for something, fighting for the rights of the students. But today, the way the ABVP guys, the way the government is behaving, the way the police has been, should be condemned, and everybody should condemn, irrespective whether you're a student or you're an ex-student or you're an old person. It doesn't matter.
Protesters say dissent is patriotic.
Attack which happened yesterday, all the ABVP goons entered the JNU University, and the government right now, the BJP government is continuing a systematic condemnation against all of the universities across India. They're entering universities. This happened with Jamia, now this is happening with JNU. They think the dissent, they're calling all the people who are dissenting against whatever is happening right now, they're calling all of them anti-national, and I'm here against that. Dissent is patriotic, and we are anti-national.
Blind bucks hurt India's democracy, say protesters. Protesters claim that under Modi, a Hindu nationalist surge has divided India.
This is a quote by Albert Einstein, and it speaks for itself, I think. You know what I'm talking about? Blind belief in whatever the BJP is doing is not okay. So people who have not woken up, please wake up. Please see what the BJP government is doing to you. You are citizens of this country. You do not have to prove your citizenship. That's all.
For the past few days, people have been protesting against the implementation of CAA and NRC. And now people took to the streets to oppose the violence in JNU.
All across the city, from different parts of the country who are here in the city, standing in solidarity with students of JNU and protesting against the government, the central government, and calling the government out for its atrocities. student arms of the ruling party for atrocities against students. That is what is happening here in Bengaluru, and more people are expected to come here at town hall and protest against the attack on JNU students. With camera person Shiv Kumar, Ashish Parekh for News 9, Bengaluru.